Hey YouTube, get used to that cutscene because you are going to see it before every game of Warzone for a bit. It's Mr. Sinister and I'm here to give you the official patch notes for the Cold War Season 2 update. If you like this video, please hit that like button and mash the subscribe button. It really helps. There's a new point of interest on the map and literally everyone and their brother seems to be dropping there. I mean that literally because it actually was the first place me and my own brother went when we loaded into the game. It's the ship Vodianoi. I have no idea if I say that right, which is washed up on the shores of the prison and is carrying some interesting cargo. I think it's great that they added in another spot to drop. This is really the first time Verdansk has seen any major changes to its map. Yes, they opened up the stadium at one point, and while that was crazy, the stadium was technically already part of the map. If I'm allowed to be critical, I think more changes to the map should be in the works, because you can just see based on the amount of parachutes in the sky how starved the player base is for new content. Marked as the shipwreck on your map, you can expect this to be one of the hottest drop points for at least the first week of its existence. After that, it will probably join the prison, dam, and model homes as a point of the map that you only visit after your whole team gulags or if the final circle is out there. Shots fired. The ship has 10 levels and a cargo hold at the very bottom that is blown out and open. This is where you are going to find the zombies. The zombies only seem to spawn after pressing a button on the control panel in the cargo hold itself. Once you hit this button, 40 zombies spawn, and at least for now they seem confined to the ship and the surrounding wreckage. You can kill them fairly easily and they will drop plates, ammo, and cash for you. Obviously, you're going to want to watch out for enemy teams when you are trying to complete this. Are you getting killed by a I think overall the amount of zombies seemed a little underwhelming. There aren't that many, and they do generally spawn in the same room. I think you walk a very fine line when adding something like this to the game, and I think that they went too little, especially when you figure that as this place becomes less and less new, it's going to be far easier to complete this task. Maybe there's more to it though. They've also added in underground silos underneath the 3 giant war monuments that surround the map. I will say that I do think that the zombies behave as well as you would want NPCs in a battle royale game too. They don't do enough damage to be a huge threat unless you let them overwhelm you, so you can definitely take your time and focus on other enemies that don't eat brains. And, just like in other Call of Duty Zombies modes, you can kite them around fairly easily. I was able to complete this earlier, and the very last zombie is going to drop a key card that you can use in one of the back rooms underneath the ship. Going to open up a supply box that gave me a satchel, some cash, and an extra durable gas mask. Don't worry, an icon's going to pop up on the map right where this is. However, with this addition comes a little subtraction. Another big change that occurred is the stadium garage, the subway, and several of the bunkers have gone into lockdown because of the shipwreck. So there's obviously some more to this story, which we'll get to at the end of this video. Just remember for now, if you're trying to fast travel, that it's not available at this time. One of the best and most welcome additions by subtraction that came with this patch happened in the Gulag. That's right, the car that clearly gave one side the advantage was removed and replaced by some boxes. This is a good change. Any Gulag iteration, future or past, shouldn't have an advantage based on what side you spawn on. Also, we've moved back to snipers, and now we've got some new Cold War guns that have been added to the rotation. How many people get excited for floor loot changes? We have a new pool of floor loot. You'll still see some holdovers from Season 1, like the gray FFAR, its blue counterpart. I will also mention the Hauser and Gallo are still lootable, and Raven Software has made a good quality of life change and given these guns modern warfare reticles. No more crosshairs. Pellington is back, I know we were all hoping it would be, along with the RPD, now with suppressor. The Amati is also still lootable. We also have the return of some old faces, albeit with some facelifts. Legendary versions of the Uzi and PKM have made their way into the lootable pool along with the R9. There's also a few guns, namely the Bullfrog, AUG, M16, and Cold War MP5, which are now going to be lootable. This is good because a lot of these guns were already touted as pretty good weapons on their own. The Bullfrog in particular, I think, is a healthy addition to the ground loot table. 2 new guns were released, and in our limited playtime we were able to find the LC-10 submachine gun and the FARA 83. Both are lootable in crates, and the LC-10 gun feels, at least initially, that it could be one of the go-to SMG options. It is a fast rate of fire and seems to do decent damage without any significant recoil. This felt like a gun that I would be okay with hip firing or aiming down the sights with, which I think is one of the things that makes the MAC-10 so popular when compared to the MP5 and the Bullfrog. Both good guns, but have less versatile playstyles. The other gun that was dropped in today's update is the FARA 83, and the lootable version does not feel as good as the LC-10 that drops, but I have confidence that with the proper attachments this gun will also find its place in the meta as well. We were also able to loot this gun, which I actually believe is the CR9. I think Raven Software actually included some secret guns into crates that drop as legendaries. I could be wrong, but my brother believes that he actually looted an RAAL in Verdansk as well. This would be kind of a cool change. This is what happened here. Remember when we said there might be more coming to Verdansk soon? Well, when we dropped into the silo, we actually can see a nuke, and also this funny computer that shows that we are only at 5% zombie threat. Maybe things are about to change a lot more as this season goes on. Guys, have a great day. Have fun out there.